So, good day, guys. I'm here again, and I'm going to be talking about Chelsea chances of winning the UEFA Champions League this season. Well, with the new signings that they have made, it's arguably we can give them the chance of saying they stand more opportunity of winning the UEFA Champions League. If we go by the quality of players that they have signed alone in this January window, and also with their key players coming back from injury, they are expected to be a more formidable team who will be hoping to win the UEFA Champions League, at least if they are not going to win anything else this season. But the question still remains, with all the signings that they have made, they still need to they can only register up to three players. And the question still remains, which players will they be willing to register as of this point in time? They have brought in some quality players, and as it is now, I don't think they will be looking to drop any other players who have already been on the UEFA Champions League list. But as for today, we'll be looking at the potential players and also their chances of winning the UEFA Champions League for this season. Chelsea now will be looking to register three players, and for now the fans are calling on them to register the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Modric and Joao Felix, which the three of them are the best option for the team right now. But if we take a look at everything, we can tell that they already have enough attacking players registered, and registering Joao Felix and Modric could give them more problems instead of registering defenders. As it is now, the only senior player that will be missing from the Chelsea team is actually Jorginho, who left for Arsenal. But it can be replaceable with N'Golo Kante actually coming back, and they also have Conor Gallagher in the midfield, and with Enzo Fernandez addition, they should be good to go. So in registering three new players, they actually stand a better chance of winning the UEFA Champions League over any other team. But it won't be that easy for them to make happen, as Graham Potter is still a new manager who hasn't managed any Champions League team ever in his history. He has never managed a Champions League team, and he will be hoping to make that happen this time around. So, with all this being said, can Chelsea win the UEFA Champions League? Well, it's something we can't say no about. They actually stand a chance of winning it. They actually stand a chance, because the last time they won it under Thomas Tuchel, he actually came in the middle of the season and didn't have much time to buy any players of his own choice, but he went on to win the UEFA Champions League, which is something that was incredible for the team. But under Graham Potter, with the struggles that they have been going through, it is hard to see if they can actually make that happen, or even talking about a top 4 finish. And there is also another story which can be more of a problem with the Chelsea team. They could be facing some financial fair play issues if they fail to qualify for the next season UEFA Champions League, which puts them in a more difficult situation to ensure that they either win the UEFA Champions League this season or try to make sure they finish top 4. Which of them is possible for them? It's a question we wait to see being answered by the manager as they will be taking on Fulham today, which is a crucial game that they need to win. When we talk about registering of players, Chelsea could be looking to make the registration of Enzo Fernandez, which is a priority, judge on how much they put on him. So it is obvious that they will register him in their Champions League team. Another player they will be looking to register is Joao Felix. Joao Felix come in on a loan deal which is worth over 12 million pounds, and they will be looking to put that money to waste, as they will want him to play as much game as possible before his contract comes to an end. There is no telling if the contract will be made a permanent one, but for now they just have to make use of the player as much as possible. Although he is currently serving a red card suspension, which is expected to be done before the next Premier League game, and he is also likely to play in the UEFA Champions League against Borussia Dortmund, which Chelsea will be looking to overcome in the first leg. As things stand right now, they still have defenders, and they still have strikers and wingers who will be also looking to get their name registered. We are talking the likes of Noni Madueke, David Fofana, Benios Badashile, who all are also essential and also big players. But the question still remains, who will be getting their name on the list? With Jorginho leaving for Arsenal, I think they still have an extra one spot to make it 4 in total, which could see them register at least one of their new signings, either in the defense or in the wings. But for now, the short thing is that they are going to register Enzo Fernandez. They are going to also register Joao Felix, and they will also look to register one other name to add on the list. But well, we hope to see what happens. Then, talking about them winning the UEFA Champions League, we can never write that off, as they have done it before. In fact, they have done it twice, with new managers coming in to take over, and all of a sudden they win the UEFA Champions League. Well, we'll be able to see how this season goes. With the way Graham Potter is going, they actually don't stand a chance. But Chelsea fans are hoping right now that their game today against Fulham, they could see their team play in a different way that will give them hope and encouragement that it is still possible to win the UEFA Champions League this season. With all things right and no injury worries, they are good to go, and they are happy to have the likes of Rhys James, who is actually a key member of the team, coming back, and it should be a good one for them. Doing that, Malo Gustav that was signed has been loaned back immediately to Lyon, where we will be spending the rest of the season. Then we will be joining Chelsea during the new season, and also they have Christopher Nkunku, who has been signed already. So judging for their next season is good, but right now they have to think about this season. They need to make the UEFA Champions League, or at least make sure they win something this season to compensate for all the spendings that they have made in the January window. We hope to see Chelsea make good use of the opportunity of signing new players, and Graham Potter is tasked with making sure that is possible. and he needs to make it possible by any means necessary, as the owners have already provided the necessary equipment and tools and backings and everything he needs to succeed. So the ball is on his hand. It's in front of him to kick into the right direction and hit targets, as all eyes will be on him. There are also talks of him being sacked possibly if he fails to meet up to expectation. Well, time will tell. And that's all I will be talking about today. You can catch me live on the next video, as I will be talking more about football happenings in all across Europe. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.